Welcome, Gemini, to your September reading. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this month. Gemini, I'm going to start off with your oracle cards. This is going to give us the core themes coming through for you. I will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Gemini, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with truth, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what truth is all about for Gemini, please. And we've got 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. Now, Gemini, you have a really interesting message coming through. I do believe many of you have been working incredibly hard with regards to a particular dream you have, and it has to do with your independence, your financial freedom, and whatever abundance and prosperity means to you. This dream, I do believe, is very important to you, my dear Geminis, and you have been striving for it for some time. 5 of Swords is telling me that it has not been easy in terms of making this dream a reality. It's been an ongoing battle, and you've had this energy of 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But the good news is, my dearest Geminis, no matter how many times you've had to take 2 steps back, and no matter how many times you had to pick yourself up and dust yourself off, you never gave up. Even, my dear Geminis, if you put it on hold, or if you just took a break from it, I do not see you releasing what this dream is. Now, 9 of Pentacles, as I mentioned, has everything to do with our abundance and our prosperity. And remember, you can be abundant in any area of your life. This could be the dream of being abundant in your love life and calling in that particular romantic partner and not giving up, no matter how many bad dates you go on and how many bad relationships you have. You will not give up until you find the right person. This, my dearest Geminis, is the belief in yourself and your ability to create financial wealth, whether it's through your career or job or starting your own business. And no matter what comes your way, you keep trying to improve yourself, to find that better job, to start your own business, to look at how you can grow your money. This could be anything. Now, in September, there is a wonderful deep truth that is coming into this area. You're going to understand, my dear Geminis, what could be holding this dream from coming down and manifesting and becoming a reality. Now, it's of course going to be very personal to you. This could be, my dear Geminis, that it's something within you and you catch yourself at times really doubting that it's going to actually happen. You catch yourself with all these negative thoughts. I'm never going to meet anybody. Nobody will ever love me. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. How can somebody like me ever make money? I'm not good in business. I don't understand money. No wonder this dream is never manifesting. So you might just realize, oh my gosh, it's me that is sabotaging it. It could be, my dear Geminis, that there is somebody around you who keeps doubting you and causes you to second guess yourself. And you know, Gemini, when we are in a vulnerable position, we can take on what the people around us are saying. So whether this is a close friend, a family member or a significant other who comes in and says, Gemini, you're not the kind of person to start your own business. You need to be on a regular job. You're only going to fail. It could just be something like that, Gemini, that keeps you second guessing and doubting yourself. It could be anything, Gemini, but this truth is coming in to this area, and you are going to understand what is causing this to be so difficult for you to bring about. And once you understand what it is, my dearest Geminis, and remember, it could be anything, then your pathway to your Nine of Pentacles is open, and nothing now is blocking you or stopping you from reaching what abundance means to you. So actually, my dear Geminis, a really strong and positive message coming through there for you. Right, let's move on now and see what Do the Work is all about, and I'll just get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what this is all about for Gemini, please. And we've got Six of Pentacles, the Moon, and Strength. Gemini, you've got a very interesting message coming through here. I see that there is something here that means a lot to you and something that you really want to get going. And this could very well have to do with what we saw and spoke about. And the Moon is telling me that there's a lot of anxiousness, uncertainty, fear, and doubt around it, because you cannot figure your way forward. So it could really make sense that it relates to this particular dream. For other of my Geminis, this could be another area totally. This over here could have something to do with your love life, and what we're speaking about now could have something to do with work. And the Moon energy is this energy of not understanding why you can't find that perfect job, why you can't get your business off the ground, why you can't reach financial freedom. And of course, the more you look at it and the more you go over it, there's this energy of, how am I going to do it? Who am I going to ask for help? What's going on here? Now, you have a very interesting message. The main core theme is do the work. And you're being told, my dearest Geminis, that if you do the work, that means if you manage to pull yourself out of this energy of fear and insecurity, and you face this head on, so you look at why your business might be failing. So you look at why. What is the reason that I can't find that good job? What is the reason I'm so afraid to start my own business? And you deal with it head on. You don't veer away from it, my dear Geminis. You don't shy away from it. You do the work. You stare the fear face to face and you work through it. That means, my dear Geminis, if you are really afraid to start your own business, this would be the month that slowly but surely you start one step at a time, and you will find that as soon as you take those first baby steps forward, it's not going to seem half as frightening or as scary as you first thought. So if you do the work and you confront your doubt, your insecurity and your fear, you're going to make great strides forward. And then, my dear Geminis, we have a very interesting message coming through. Once you do those first few steps forward, you are going to find that there is going to be somebody that comes in and gives you a real leg up, great advice, great recommendation. It could be a loan, it could be a gift, it could be a job offer, it could be anything like that that allows you to restore balance and harmony back into whatever this is for you. But you, my dearest Geminis, have to take those first steps forward. You have to push through your fear. You have to push through your insecurity and your anxiety. Stare it down, confront it head on, and then, my dear Geminis, you're going to be amazed what opens up and happens for you. Very exciting, Gemini. Right, let us move on and see what community is all about, and I will just get your clarifiers. So we just want to see now what community is for Gemini, please. And we've got the Six of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the World. Now, Gemini, when community comes up, it speaks to us of belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, and knowing your place in the world. Gemini, what I am seeing here is that somebody from your past, and this could be somebody that you've just lost touch with, or somebody that you knew in your childhood, or somebody that you were involved with romantically 10, 15 years ago. It could have been somebody you worked with. It could have been an ex-boss, a family member you've lost touch with. Somebody is coming in, my dear Geminis, and they are coming in fast. They have something that they want to either tell you, they want to reach out to you, maybe they want to apologize for something, my dear Geminis. Maybe they want to just reignite some kind of contact. Say perhaps this was a childhood friend and you lost touch because you just both live in different cities or different towns, and life just goes on, and now they reach out and they want to reconnect and perhaps restart the friendship. This could be a family member that you had a fallout with that's coming in and wants to apologize. This could be, my dear Geminis, that somebody you worked for like 10 years ago contacts you and says, Gemini, I remember you so vividly. I'm now working in your area. I'm running the finance department. I remember how great you were at your job. Do you want to come in for an interview? It could be anybody like that, my dear Geminis. But what I do see is whoever our Knight of Swords is, and this could be a masculine or feminine, they're coming in, and whatever they are offering you, it helps you finalize or put closure to something and start something new. So this could be, my dear Geminis, that you always wondered about this childhood friend because you had such a special and unique connection. And when they come in, it helps you understand, okay, for that amount of time, for those years, you both had to go your separate ways. But now, at this stage of your life, when you're 10, 20, or even 30 years older, there might be some really interesting things you now have in common, and it's like having an old friend in a new relationship. This could be, my dearest Geminis, that you often thought of that ex-boss because you got on so well with them and they mentored you and they taught you so much, and often you find yourself being quite nostalgic about working for somebody like that. And when they reach out, you understand how much you grew and how much you developed. And now this could be another wonderful opportunity working for somebody with this kind of personality and mentoring energy. So whatever this is for you, I feel it's going to be positive, and I feel it's going to be very exciting for you. Right, let us move on now and get a message from your spirit animal for this month. Right, let us see now what your spirit animal would like to share. And we have got number 6, Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. The number 6 is your lucky number this month. Any combination or variation of the number 6, please consider very auspicious. The beaver is your spirit animal, so wherever the beaver comes up, this too is a blessed sign. And your message is, lay a solid foundation. And this solid foundation is particularly speaking to us, my dear Geminis, in regards to our 7 of Cups and the moon energy. This energy of your dream being up in the spiritual plane and not being able to bring it down and manifest. Once you have your truth, you are going to be able to build a solid foundation when it comes to your abundance and your prosperity. You are going to be able to create the energy of freedom and independence for yourself. When it comes to this moon energy, as I said, it could relate to this or it could be a totally different energy. It is about confronting your fear, my dear Geminis, staring it down, looking at it and not letting it get the better of you. And step by step, you will overcome it and lay another solid foundation in whatever this is for you. These foundations that you're going to be establishing this month are going to be around for many months, if not years. And so, my dear Geminis, this is going to be a strong and impactful month for you. So, that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful month, and I am sending you all so much love.